So when you're doing these sessions, do you invite people who are, very big founders? Do they say that you're a little girl, we will not give the project to you? Have you experience like that?
Second thing, I really enjoy Delhi because I get to network with a lot of people that are as ambitious as I am. There are students that are also currently freelancing
There
instead.
is a freelancer, he wants clients. So what one tip would you give them so that they can get clients easily as a freelancer? Hi Tanishqa, it's wonderful to have you in the podcast. Welcome to the Coffee Magazine. You are a graphic designer. You also write content for LinkedIn. You are one of the youngest founder, I should say. In 17 years, you started a non-profit initiative. We are going to talk about that as well. So you are a founder of Book Hub. What is Book Hub? What is the main theme of that Book Hub initiative, and what all you do in that?
All right, so before that, I'll just introduce myself. Hello, everyone. I am Tanishqa Dhiman. I'm right now 18. I'm from Delhi, India. I am a brand strategist for freelancing. I also do graphic designing, and I am about to start my graduation very soon. About Book Hub, Book Hub is my non-profit initiative, which I started back last year in 2024 July. It was based on helping, or basically, you can say mentoring authors into improving their writing skills and getting their books published. Because you'll see in the writing industry in India, a lot of authors do not know what is the publishing process itself and what is the criteria in the first place, right? And there are a lot of young authors who want to publish their books, and often they get exploited by the publishing houses. Sometimes the vanity publishers show up and they just like, give us the money and we'll just sort out everything and we'll just scam them. So I am an author myself. I write a lot. I really love writing. And I've been like, researching for the past 4 years to find a community that can actually mentor people of my age to actually write books and publish them. Because a lot of times, even our parents don't know about the publishing industry. So we cannot seek guidance from parents all the time. They have their own expertise as well, right? So students like me, we need guidance. So I thought if I can't find a community, maybe I can build one, right? So I created Book Hub. Initially, we started as a platform where authors can showcase themselves, but we evolved into becoming a mentor because I think that authors require that more than like, a platform, because there are several platforms out there. People just end up exploiting those platforms. So we personally mentor each and every author. We go out, we help them improve their writing skills, we find them publishing houses that suit them the best and that can get them published at the least cost possible, and then we take care of their marketing as well. So that's Book Hub is all about.
That's superb. So you target only the young audience or even the old people, or how it works?
So our target audience goes from 12 to 21 right now,
Okay.
because I think this is the audience that will be our next generation when it comes to writing and everything. And I think, in India, even though there are a lot of established authors, I haven't seen Indian authors get the fame as much as American, or you can say other countries authors are getting. Right. So I thought that if we can push our people, our younger audience, more and more, maybe one day we'll get there where Shakespeare was one day. Yeah. So that was the main motive. For as for older people, I think they can get the guidance from a proper mentor itself. For younger people, they cannot like find mentors. I think we connect very well. So that's why the audience is the younger generation.
You're in 12th grade.
Ah no, I passed out from 12th. I'm going to start my college.
Okay, so what have you planned for your college?
I'm planning to do BBA in entrepreneurship or digital marketing. Let's see.
Wow, that's good. In Delhi?
Yeah, yeah, in Delhi.
That's fantastic. Wow. So you recently collaborated with Humanity Club organization, and you are donating books. What books did you donate?
Okay, so it was Bukhav's first birthday
Mhm.
on 20th of July. So we have three birthdays. We won't lie, we have three birthdays. One is the unofficial one because I like to count my days. I like to extend the celebrations as much as possible. On 19th, it was an unofficial birthday because that was initially the day that I got the idea of Bukhav. On 20th, it was the day I actually release the forms for book up for people to actually join, and on the 21st it's our official birthday because we started functioning on that day. So we went on a drive on the 20th of July
Okay.
where we donated books for small children who are not able to go to schools. They are not able to study and stuff like that, and I thought that being an organization that is supporting the art of writing and educating, we should give back to the community while we are celebrating our birthday. We can always cut cakes and celebrate with our family members and stuff like that, but what are we doing for the society and giving them back, right? Because they are loving us a lot, they are always supporting us, so we should also support them. So we gave books for children from nursery to 5th grade. We gave them books so that the Humanity Club organization, they can help them educate. They are the mentors for those children, they teach those children. So we gave them the books so that it gets easier for them to write and learn. We even donated some stationery to those children. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Fantastic. You yourself are very young, and at the young age, you started a great initiative. This is not something that anybody will do. My congratulations for your first year completion of Book Hub, and also it's a great thing that you're doing. I should appreciate that.
Thank
So
you.
yes. So you write content for LinkedIn. So for whom do you write content? What kind of content do you like? Right.
Okay. So my content on LinkedIn is I'll just try to revolve it around my work so that you can also understand why do I started writing on LinkedIn in the first place. So I am a brand strategist. A brand strategist is basically a person who strategizes the story behind a brand and builds a marketing strategy for a brand to grow. Because if we don't know who our target audience is, we cannot grow a brand, right? We can write
Absolutely.
fancy stuff on LinkedIn, we can write fancy stuff on Instagram, we can push meta ads and stuff like that, but we cannot grow if we don't know how to attract our audience. So that's my job. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I go around, I target startups or founders, you can say, and content creators. They
Okay.
are my two niche. Okay, those are the two people that I target. And on LinkedIn, I create content for the first thing to target that kind of audience for startups and stuff like that to get clients. And second, to help the young creators who are also starting their content creation journey.
Okay.
Because I have a lot of creators. Like I can even call them my creator buddies because they are younger than me. They have started LinkedIn for the first time as well, and they don't know where to seek guidance. And I thought that if i I can manage to do it myself, that doesn't mean everyone can, right?
Mhm.
So I thought in my initial stage, if there was someone, I would have built way better. I would have been at a way higher place right now. So I help those students as well. I create content either to help those students or to attract clients. So those are the two types of content I create. Along with that, I also take LinkedIn sessions whenever I have time. Those are completely free sessions. I invite the creators on LinkedIn, the small creators, my LinkedIn buddies. They come up, they listen to me. I tell them all the tips and tricks that worked out for me, and maybe they can even grow more than me.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that'd be a great achievement for me if that happens. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Superb. Wow. Lot of things. So when you're doing these sessions, do you invite people who are, very big founders? Do they say that you're a little girl, we will not give the project to you? Have you experience like that?
Okay, yeah, this has happened. I won't say ki people just go up and be like, okay, we'll give you this money and just do our work. That does not happen. That's that be the day I enter heaven.
Mhm.
So it's not happening here. In the market, there are a lot of established people. There are agencies and stuff like that. And I get questioned a lot. Why should we hire you and not those established people? Right. So
Absolutely. Yeah.
I usually, yeah, I usually convince them by saying that you can go out to those established people, you can go out to agencies who will give you a fraction of their attention because they have a lot of people working for them, right? And
Very
at the
true.
same time, I am a freelancer. I freelance myself. I don't take too many clients at once. So my attention to you would be way higher than those established ones because they don't have a lot on their plates. And plus, if I say, like, the more money you put, the better quality you get nowadays, right? That's what people think, which is not true. Because sometimes you put a lot of money on a certain freelancer who's like, well established and stuff like that, and still they're delivering the same thing that I am delivering, but
Okay.
just because they have a name on LinkedIn or Instagram does not mean that they are delivering something better. And I even say that, if you want to compare our results, you can definitely do. I'll show my clients' results. You can compare their client results, and then you can like, see who is the best fit for you. And yeah, that's pretty much how it happens. And on webinars, I don't invite founders because if they come to my webinars, they'll know everything I already do. So they are my clients. Yeah. On webinars, I usually invite small creators, like, students, so that they can learn. And if they want to start freelancing, they can start that as well. Yeah.
That's amazing, really. So I was thinking whether I should invite you for the Undefined or Coffee Magazine. This Coffee Magazine podcast, we are going to release it as a physical copy magazine where a lot of details are going to reach the young generation people. And I am very happy I invited you for the perfect podcast. And you're from
Thank you.
Delhi. So what
Yeah.
is special about Delhi? What is the special moments you had in Delhi so far?
Okay. So this is something very funny, but I am so in love with Delhi Metro.
Okay.
It's like, the
Okay.
epitome of happiness for me. Why? Because it's so easy to travel in Delhi. Like wherever you want to go, you just take the metro and you just reach. Like this is one of the advantages for living in a metro city.
Mhm.
You just get to be wherever you want at, like, it does not even cost you too much. If you're going for like 5, 6 stations away, which is like, at least 50, 60 kilometers away, you can reach there with like 70, 80 rupees. Who
Mhm.
is going to like, take 70, 80 rupees and gonna take you that far, right? So metros are like amazing. Second thing, I really enjoy Delhi because I get to network with a lot of people that are as ambitious as I am.
Mhm.
There are students that are also currently freelancing. In fact, I yesterday went to a networking event where I met like, so many established founders.
I
I
saw
met
your
so
LinkedIn
many
post.
content creators.
Yes. Today
Yeah.
I saw your
And I
LinkedIn
even
post.
like, yeah, I even like, made a good friend there. And I was so happy. He's also like, a social media strategist. He also taught me a lot of things. So it's really amazing to be around people that are like, meeting the standards of your own ambition. And here's so much opportunity. I can never say that, there is no opportunity in a metro city. There is so much opportunity here. Apart from the pollution that we can't breathe in, everything else is good here. Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. I have to admit as
Yeah.
well. That is the only reason I don't travel usually much to Delhi. But anyways,
Yeah.
that's a great explanation what you gave. So you are a perfect person to ask all these questions. So if someone is in LinkedIn or let's say if there is a freelancer, he wants clients. So what one tip would you give them so that they can get clients easily as a freelancer?
Okay, so firstly, there are two types of clients. One is an inbound lead and one is an outbound lead. Inbound leads are the people who come to you to get like, work done from you. Outbound leads are the people that you go and reach out to get like, clients, like to get them on board and stuff like that. If you want inbound lead, you need to have a very well optimized profile for yourself. Like your profile banner should be like, telling exactly what you do. Because if people are going to open your profile, their first impression of you is going to be that banner, your profile picture, and your headline, because that's all they'll read. If they don't find you interesting, they'll just exit your profile. They don't have anything else to do for you, right? So it's very important to keep your profile as polished as possible. Show people the testimonials of your work, and if you're working for the very first time, like you haven't freelanced for anyone ever, just show them the tips and tricks that you use to optimize your own profile, things that you have done for yourself, because that also stands out to a lot of clients. They think that if they can do it for themselves, they can do it for you. And if you're reaching out to outbound leads, that's when I prefer that you cold message a lot of people. You connect with 30, 40 people a day, which is like, a lot, I know, but it is important for new freelancers, because for new freelancers, they need to like, network with as many people as possible. My client, the first client I received was an inbound lead. That was also because I networked with a lot of people. Like I reached out to a lot of people and I was like, give me this, give me that, give me a number, I'll talk to you and stuff like that. And I talked to a lot of people and one of them brought me a lead.
Oh,
So
okay.
if you want to, yeah. So if you want to like, get leads, you network with a lot of people, engage with a lot of people, and keep your profile as optimized as possible. It will help you start your freelancing journey very easily. Yeah.
Thank you so much for the tip. That tip is really, really valuable. All the people who is searching for leads, go network with people. That is really important. You can attend events, after a stage, not in the beginning of the freelancing journey. After a stage, you can attend the important events. You can connect with a lot of people as well. I also have to optimize my own LinkedIn. I don't have time to do that. But anyways, so you completed your education recently. So, what do you think about the current education system of India? What is the change we should, if there is a change we should bring inside the system, what would you suggest?
Okay. First of all, I'd like to say it's currently I am kind of impressed with the education system at to some extent. Yeah, why? Because first of all, they have introduced new subjects to our education system, like entrepreneurship is a subject now. Okay. In our days, it wasn't a subject. And now I can see, like, subjects like that are popping up. So it's really good to see subjects like that being taught at school. It's really amazing to see, like, young people having that passion inside them, or like, it's getting woven in them that they want to do something of their own. It's really good to see that. So hats off to CBSE for doing that. The thing that I don't like is that these kind of subjects are not available in all the education centers in our, like, society. Because if I'm talking about CBSE, for example, you won't see all the subjects that CBSE offers in, like, most of the schools. Only the high schools, or you can say the first or second ranking schools, even in Delhi, like, the school that I read in, we didn't have, like, even geography as a subject. So there are schools that don't offer you subjects as such. And I think that, CBSE should take some step, or even all the education boards should take some step to introduce those subjects to other students, and, like, to open up to other schools as well, so that most of the population can take advantage of it, because it helps them grow. For me, if I had the opportunity to get entrepreneurship, I would have grabbed it any day. Like, I wouldn't have, like, left that out to study something so precious. I wouldn't have to, like, wait for college to actually teach me that. Even in college, we don't get to, like, study entrepreneurship. Only in the colleges that, like, second thing I would say, that teach children about their finances. Please teach children about their finances. This is the 21st century. In this generation, people are not about, like, after school you'll go to college after you'll get a job and stuff like that. It's not happening that way. After school, people are struggling to get, like, into colleges. So
Yes.
if people at least have a basic sense of how hard it is to earn a dime, how hard it is to pay taxes, how hard it is to manage your own finances, it will, like, motivate the students to study properly. It will motivate the students to choose a career very properly. Because I didn't know how to pay taxes. I will be very honest, until 12th grade I had no idea how to pay taxes. I had to go watch YouTube videos. I had to read books externally of my education in order to learn how to pay taxes, in order to learn how to manage my finances, in order to learn what is investment, what is mutual fund, SIP. I didn't know any of that. So if we don't educate our children about all these topics, they will be left behind. And half of the college students you'll see nowadays, they are wasting their own money, which they could invest and, like, save for their own future. You'll see, if you check the Indian data, you'll see at least 50 to 60% of Indians get their first job after the age of 23, 24, which is like horrifying. If you check the US data, yeah, if you check the US data, it's like after 18. Children are even working 14, 16 years of age. And I don't say ki you should exploit children, make them work, but they're working part-time. They are understanding how hard it is to earn money. They're understanding how to manage their finances, how to save. So we should also bring that to our society in order to educate our children better. I think that helps a lot, like insanely. I have taught my people. I wish I could teach everyone, but I can't.
That's a remarkable suggestion. It is very, very good thing what you said. And comparing to the foreign countries, definitely India is, coping up with and, catching up with the things. But anyways, this is very important. Students should be taught a lot of subjects while they are at school. But the system shouldn't pressurize. It should be more like whichever is interested.
Yeah, if you want to. Yeah, if you want to. Exactly.
Fabulous, fantastic. So you're a graphic designer. So what do you do with the graphic designing? From where did you learn this? You do it in Canva, or what tools do you use?
Okay. So I initially started graphic designing for my own organization. If I show you the first poster I made, you will be like, throw it out of the window, Tanishka. It is not graphic designing. It is like that bad. I started using Canva back then
Mm-hmm.
because I had the necessity of presenting my own organization digitally. I didn't know how to represent myself, even my organization digitally. So I had to learn. And the people that I had in my graphic design team, they were also students peers. They didn't know how to automate all the graphics softwares and stuff like that. And then I used Canva for approximately 1 year. Now I know every single bit of it. Apart from that, I also do softwares like Photoshop, Illustrator, and there's InDesign Premiere Pro. I'm learning Premiere Pro right now,
Good.
but apart from that, other software, I took a small course out of my school. Like once my school ended this April, I took a course and I started learning those softwares. But if you come from a perspective of a freelancer, to start, you don't need all that course. You don't need that investment. If you know how to use Canva, you can use YouTube to understand how to use Canva, and you can start freelancing because sometimes even Canva gives you better results than Photoshop and Illustrator because
Absolutely.
it's very true. Yeah, the app is so easy to understand. You can create magic on that. Sometimes I'm on my phone, I'm sitting, I have nothing to do. I'm like, okay, let's add something to my portfolio, and I just keep designing.
And Canva is really an absolutely great tool. And next month, we're also planning to conduct a Canva workshop for 1 hour free of cost. So I'll also keep people posted
Okay,
on my LinkedIn. So I will also keep you posted. If anybody is interested, you can join. And we take
definitely.
sessions on Canva every now and then. Anyways, Tanishka, I should be honest saying this, you will make a great entrepreneur in the future. You will make a
Thank
great
you.
public speaker. You have an excellent flawless conversation you're making, and you have so much of ideas, so much of things. So thank you so
Thank you.
much for this amazing conversation. Great tips. It's going to help a lot of students, and I don't know what to say. I'm really stunned about the way you actually deal with so much of tips. I'm very happy that we invited you. Thank you so much for accepting our invite. Definitely. And we'll catch up with another big podcast in the future, hopefully. And I
Definitely.
am certain that you will make great positions in the future. So thank you so much for
Thank you
joining us
so much.
today. Have a one.
Thank you. I am very delighted to be here as well. It gave me an opportunity to conversate with you. It gave me an opportunity to let more and more students know about the importance of building a career. So thank you so much. It means a lot.
Thank you so much, Tanishka, for joining. And good evening.